File this January 4, 2018. File photo shows the interior of the New York Stock Exchange. The U.S. stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. EDT on Friday, June 22. AP photo, Mark Lenihan. File, New York, AP. Oil prices and energy companies rallied Friday after OPEC said it will produce more oil, but not as much as investors feared. While trade tensions remained in the headlines, U.S. stocks finished slightly higher at the end of a bumpy week. U.S. crude futures jumped 4.6% after OPEC nations agreed to produce about 1 million additional barrels of oil per day. Reports have said for weeks that production was likely to rise, but analysts said investors appear to think the boost will be smaller than OPEC says it will. So oil prices rallied even though they usually go down when production rises. People were pricing crude in the last couple of weeks, expecting a bigger increase by OPEC than what they agreed to, said Jim Powelson, chief investment strategist for the Leuthold Group. The European Union followed through on its promise to put import taxes on $3.4 billion in U.S. goods including bourbon, peanut butter and orange juice in response to U.S. tariffs on steel and aluminum. Automakers were jolted after President Donald Trump threatened to put a 20% tax on cars imported from Europe, although none of them took big losses. The Dow Jones Industrial Average added 119.19 points, or 0.5%, to 24,580.89 to break an 8-day losing streak. The Dow lost 2% this week, with Boeing off 5.3% and Caterpillar down 6.7%. That was both companies' biggest loss in 3 months. Makers of chemicals and other basic materials like 3M also lost ground this week and technology companies slipped. The Nasdaq Composite fell 20.13 points, or 0.3%, to 7,692.82. The Russell 2000 index of smaller company stocks sank 3.37 points, or 0.2%, to 1,685.58. U.S. crude climbed 4.6% to $68.58 a barrel in New York. That was its biggest one-day gain since November 2016, when OPEC and a group of other countries including Russia agreed to cut production by 1.8 million barrels a day. Prices have been rising since then, and U.S. crude hit a 3-year high of about $72 a barrel in May. Brent crude, the standard for international oil prices, rose 3.4% to $75.55 a barrel in London. ExxonMobil picked up 2.1% to $81.38 and Marathon Oil surged 7.8% to $21.48. The European Union is enforcing tariffs on $3.4 billion in U.S. products in retaliation for duties the Trump administration has put on European steel and aluminum. The taxes are on American products including bourbon, peanut butter and orange juice, and the choices appear designed to create political pressure on Trump and senior U.S. politicians. EU authorities had said the move was coming in response to the U.S. import duties. On Twitter, Trump threatened to impose a 20% tax on cars imported from the EU if barriers to trade are not removed soon. He previously ordered the U.S. trade representative to look into possible tariffs or quotas on imported cars and car parts. That jolted car companies. In Germany, shares of BMW lost 1.1% and Daimler sank 0.3%. Daimler fell more than 4% Thursday after it said Chinese tariffs on U.S. cars would contribute to a decline in its earnings this year. Ford and Toyota also dipped while Peugeot and General Motors rose. If you're in the direct line of fire from a tariff, it's hugely important, said Powelson. Still, he said investors are very skeptical that a damaging trade war will break out. The trade war has heated up over the last couple of months and yet stocks are up over that period of time, he said. That was also the case Friday. Healthcare and household goods companies also rose while technology companies and banks fell. Open-source software maker Red Hat dropped 12.4% to $142.14 after it cut its sales forecasts due to the strengthening dollar. Other technology companies also declined. The industry has been leading the market for more than a year, but it makes more of its sales outside the U.S. than any other major S. Micron Technology fell 3.9% to $57.10 and Nvidia lost 2.4% to $250.95. In other commodity trading, wholesale gasoline jumped 2.9% to $2.07 a gallon. Heating oil added 2.7% to $2.13 a gallon. Natural gas skated 1% to $2.95 per 1,000 cubic feet. Gold slid 0.3% to $1,270.70 an ounce. Silver added 0.8% to $16.46 an ounce. Copper edged up 0.2% to $3.03 a pound. Bond prices rose slightly. The yield on the 10-year Treasury note slid to 2.89%. The dollar rose to 109 yen and 91 sen from 109 yen and 90 sen. The euro advanced to $1.1663 from $1.1617. The CAC 40 in France climbed 1.3% and Britain's FTSE 100 gained 1.7%. In Germany the DAX rose 0.5%. Some Asian markets gained following heavy losses on previous days but finished lower than a week ago. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index edged up 0.2% while Japan's Nikkei 225 lost 0.8%. The South Korean Kospi advanced 0.8%. ____ AP Markets writer Marley J can be reached at http://twitter.com/MarleyJapp. His work can be found at https://appnews.com/search/Marley J. Copyright 2018 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, written or redistributed.